just a headache because he could do it all.
Without being,
you know what I mean? Steve was excellent, man. And shout out to you, Steve, man. I want to see you do great, man.
He's one of the best point guards we've ever had.
He was so difficult to guard because of the players that he played around and just how smart he was with the basketball. Hell of a passer. I think what people don't realize, he was an awesome shooter.
Blood drips down Steve Nash's nose after Robert Horry's infamous hip check. Yet the Canadian maestro calmly pops the bone back in place, flashes a crooked grin, and threads a no-look dime that makes Kevin Garnett mutter, "Man, how do you guard that?" In a single sequence, Nash shows why Hall of Famers call him a basketball savant. He's fearless, surgical, and always 3 moves ahead. Tonight, we'll let the legends themselves explain that magic.
Steve and Stephon Marbury gave me the most problems. Gave me the most problems. I love Stephon Marbury.
Yeah, big bro.
Yeah, Steve was just a headache because he could do it all.
Without being fast.
Kobe admired Nash's relentless probing. Shaq begrudgingly bowed to Nash's brainpower.
And the point's gonna be hard. Nash beat me out twice for MVP. I still don't know how.
How about Allen?
AI, yeah, ooh.
Hey, Shaq, do you need to get on the couch now, too?
Actually, I do.
All right, guys, get up for a second. Hold on.
Dirk credits him for transforming Dallas, and Steph Curry calls Nash the original blueprint. Stick around, Shaq reveals the real reason those MVP trophies still sting. And Steph shares the childhood drill he stole straight from Nash's warm-up.
I got a chance to meet Steve Nash in 1996, I think his rookie season, when he was in Dallas with the Mavericks. And he was good friends with my buddy Russ Courtnall. And at the time, Russ told me this guy's gonna be the greatest Canadian basketball player that ever lived, and he's gonna be one of the best players in the NBA, and he proved us all right.
April 2006, Staples Center. Kobe Bryant has just posterized Nash. But in the post-game scrum, he calls the Suns star the smartest player I've faced. He never stops probing. Kobe's respect is instant. Shaq's comes grudgingly. The Diesel spent years grumbling that Nash stole 2 MVPs, yet even Shaq finally cracked. He ran that offense like a Ferrari, made everybody better, including the fans. When 2 apex predators acknowledge a rival's brain power over their own brawn, you know something special is happening. But raw IQ was only half the equation. Next up is the heart-pounding anxiety Nash inspired in the game's fiercest competitor. Kevin Garnett remembers chasing Nash in circles during his rookie season. He went 10 for 10 on me. I'm talking floaters, baseline wraparounds. Dude made me question my cardio. KG claims he lost sleep, replaying Nash's skip passes like horror film jump scares. Chris Paul backs him up. Stockton taught me angles, Nash taught me tempo. When he dribbled under the hoop, he froze defenses just by looking one way and firing the other.
He probably don't remember, but I remember. I couldn't sleep the night before the game.
Such a
Really?
liar.
I'm dead serious.
Really?
Not on that type stuff. Relax. Not on that type. But it was just like this was like the pinnacle of point guards. You know what I mean? So for me, I remember we played in Baton Rouge because the hurricane had hit. We played in Baton Rouge. I was in New Orleans at the time. And I couldn't sleep the night before the game because, like, I just wanted to kill him.
CP3 even adopted Nash's one-handed hook pass, the weapon that turns a split-second window into an open 3. Mind games are one thing, but Dirk Nowitzki will tell you that sharing a locker room with Nash meant living those chess matches every day. Dirk still laughs at the boos Nash heard in 1999. Fans thought he was fragile. Then he'd knock down 25 in practice and talk trash in 3 languages. The two built pregame routines where Nash drilled 100 corner threes without letting the ball hit the floor. A hint of the 50-40-90 perfection to come. Jason Kidd, sandwiched on the Dallas timeline, recalls how Nash high-fived every teammate, even the trainers, until everyone felt 10 feet tall. He taught me leadership isn't barking, it's lifting. Once Nash hit Phoenix, lifting teammates turned into launching them into orbit. Amari Stoudemire swears games felt like layup lines. Just sprint, catch, dunk. Nash spoon-fed me a $100 million contract.
Oh, Stoudemire, what a pass!
You know, Nash is a very well-rounded guy. And seeing his love for soccer, his love for tennis, his love for skateboarding, those attributes that I've noticed in him helped bring out what was in me. And knowing that it was okay for you to, you know, elaborate in other areas of life. You know what I'm saying? So everything I do now was already inside of me. But seeing that it's okay to actually do it, even though you're a basketball player, this just sprung it out of me.
Sean Marion calls Nash a human cheat code, transforming him from athletic enigma to all-NBA forward. Tracy McGrady, watching from Houston, dubbed Nash a mad scientist, noting how he weaponized spacing years before analytics became chic. Those Suns averaged 110 points in an era when 100 was a party, because Nash's split-second drag screens and Stevie-to-the-rim scrambles forced defenses to panic before the clock hit 17. While highlight reels popped champagne, Nash's body was paying a brutal tab. Spondylolisthesis made his spine slip millimeters each year. To play, Nash woke at 6 a.m., spending 2 hours with physiotherapist Rick Celebrini. Hip mobility drills, single-leg wobble boards, glute activations that would make a yogi wince. Teammates joked he logged a full workout before shoot-around. Yet that routine prolonged an MVP prime into his late 30s. Amar A. remembers, he'd finish practice icing his back, then come shoot 300 free throws, telling rookies, "The ball feels lighter when the pain's louder." Off-court pain wasn't always physical. Sometimes it was headlines Nash never asked for. In 2010, Nash's sudden divorce lit gossip sites ablaze, with unsubstantiated rumors linking a teammate to the breakup. Instead of lashing out, Nash built a firewall, family off limits, court business as usual. Jared Dudley recalls, "Media storm outside. Inside, Stevie was zen. He just kept feeding corner shooters." That poise deepened league-wide admiration. Legends realized Nash's competitive calm wasn't just a style, it was armor. A decade later, Nash's calm would be stress-tested again, this time from the bench. Brooklyn 2020, 0 coaching experience, 2 superstar egos, and a pandemic-warped season. Steph Curry thought the hire made sense. If anyone can reach Kyrie's basketball soul, it's Steve. But modern super teams move faster than trust can form. Durant's trade demand, Kyrie's controversies, and a 2-5 start ended Nash's tenure in just 94 games. Still, legends defended him. Dirk texted, "That locker room was a puzzle with missing pieces. No coach wins that sprint." Nash left Brooklyn bruised but strangely validated. Even as a coach, peers weighed his process more than his win-loss column. And that brings us to the metric that may define Nash better than rings or records. The one invisible stat every legend mentions. Look at the dollar signs. Amari's $100 million deal, Joe Johnson's $70 million contract, Boris Diaw's mid-career resurgence, Quentin Richardson's league-leading threes, each happened immediately after playing with Nash. Advanced analytics later confirmed it. No 2000 superstar boosted teammate true shooting percentage more. Shaq jokes, he got cats paid, including fans who bet the over. When legends salute a player for making others rich, you're witnessing value beyond jewelry. Steph Curry says his relocation threes trace back to Nash's one-legged jump stops. "I stole that runner in 7th grade and never gave it back." Luka Doncic rewatched Nash assists on YouTube playlists titled Wizard Passes, studying how Stevie manipulated help defenders with nothing but a stare. Even Trae Young, born 2 months after Nash entered the NBA, calls him video game inspiration. Greatness that transcends generations isn't an accident. It's a seed that keeps sprouting. Tonight, the testimony piled up. Kobe's respect, Shaq's reluctant awe, KG's nightmares, Dirk's gratitude, CP3's blueprint, Steph's emulation, Luka's homage. Rings crown champions, peers crown geniuses. Steve Nash's trophy case might lack a finals pendant. But when legends, past, present, and future, line up to salute one man's mind, we should probably retire the overrated debate for good. So here's your buzzer beater. Does artistry outweigh jewelry? Drop your hottest take in the comments. If you learned something new, hammer that like button, share with your basketball circle, and subscribe. Because next week, we're unmasking the other point guard visionary who rewired the game without a single ring.